What's up, family? We living in days of deception. Days of deception. I was listening to these guys early today in the morning. One of these Hebrew camps, Hebrew Israelite camps. It was on the subject of the Nephilim or Nephilim, the fallen angels. And they try to make, if so, they try to make the subject. What they was talking about was they don't exist. They try to discredit the very book they quote from. They try to discredit the book. They try to deviate from the book. They act like the fallen angels is something out of Harry Potter or Disneyland, like it was make believe. No, it wasn't. You got Goliath. It talks about Goliath. It talks about, I think in Leviticus, it talks about tribes. Correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a while. It talks about tribes of men of renown, the hybrids, the intermixing with the humans, the Homo sapiens with angelic DNA and genealogy. This is why you had those giants of big proportions of, back in those days of biblical days, back in the biblical days to speak. That's why you had those hybrids so tall. I really think they built the pyramids, the fallen angels. I really think they did. But I don't want to get far fetched off the topic. But I'm telling you, family, what is wrong with some of these Hebrew Israelite camps? To me, when you do that, you discredit your whole cause of preaching the word. See, you got to realize the Book of Enoch explains the angels' names. It explains all their tasks, all the protocols. See, you got to remember the ones that fell with Lucifer, descended on the mount of Hermon or Hermon. But all those angels, those individual fallen angels, they taught certain teachings, okay? Some taught enchantment, magic, witchcraft. Some taught women how to be seductive, you know? Some taught weapons of war and warfare and how to create weapons. Your Air Force, your Marines, your elements, your earth, wind, and fire. The fallen angels taught that, family. They taught men to engage in warfare. And right up until now, men are still doing this. That's why that book is so essential and important. Among other books, Jubilees, Maccabees, the book of Ezra, the Apocrypha, your Holy Bible, King James Version, amongst other books. And some books that the council discredited and banished into the annals of history because they're hypocrites. And those are demons, the Constantines and the people that supported that engagement of taking those books out the canon. See, those books explain what's going on now over in the Holy Land. But if you don't research, you won't know this. Okay? So you got these demons trying to control religion and try to confuse it to keep people mentally enslaved. They're not gonna get me, family. I know the truth. And them Hebrew Israelites who done that video talking about the fallen angels is make believe. They got a major, it's a major L for them. That's an L, a major L, because they dead wrong. That shows me these guys ain't doing their research, or they flew over the cuckoo's nest. They went Looney Tune. If it ain't no fallen angels, why is it evil on earth? Answer me that. Why is it evil on earth? Why people are doing the most trifling and most violent and heinous crimes known to man in this time frame on this earth. Why is men and women engaging in these activities? If it ain't no fallen angels, everything should be la-di-da in peace. So right there, y'all lying. You lying and you misguiding the people, family. And that's fraudulent. You misguiding the people. So this camp won't be the first and last. There's gonna be a lot of people that is gonna expose themselves. And I'm gonna expose them even further with their idiocy and it's just total dysfunctional, man. Wrong. They can't point the finger at nobody. When they said that, I said, oh, that's it. I used to watch these guys. I might have to leave them alone. Because you cannot misguide the people like that. Okay? I mean, that is something serious, man. Because these are the things man and woman fight against every day. If they know and can identify with the origin of evil. Unknowingly, some of these people walking around don't even know they possess. Because they haven't came into the knowledge of the Most High. That's why he got people like me and others that's real truth seekers bringing this message to y'all. And trying to tell y'all, watch out for these certain camps. Because they're not under the Most High's law. They're under satanic law by even mentioning that bull crap when they talking about the angels, fallen angels doesn't exist. And trying to discredit Noah and the flood and all that. Why you think the Most High flooded the earth? Because that fallen angels, the men of renown, got out of hand. There was gene splicing. There was intermingling with animals. Bestiality. Ring a bell. That's going off the hook, going off the chain right now. They done that. They practicing bestiality. They practicing cannibalism. Man, come on, y'all. That is the origin. That is the origin. See? But I can go on and on. I'm just bringing this to your attention. It's a lot of false prophets. Learn, family. Research for yourself. Do not be misguided by these people. Because they can lead you right to hell. And I don't want my folks falling into that hell. So y'all better wake up, man. Y'all better wake up. And with that, I'll catch up with y'all.